Alrighty, another day, another losing dollars. But we are currently car intake, putting intake on. So we're gonna be putting intake on car. Last video, we did a lot of stuff. Pretty much everything. The rear coolant flange was put on. The timing chain cover was put on. We bled the coolant system. I guess vacuumed it, got all the crap out so it doesn't overheat. But that video is gonna be probably a shorter one and not really be super in depth because the rear coolant flange was the wrong one. We ordered a new one and it got in a little too late. So we started back up work again and we needed to like pull stuff out and get skis in, and the car was still here without a coolant flange. So we kind of just had to like hash it out during the day, during work part of it. So we weren't really able to record. But maybe we'll go in depth a little bit later on kind of like what we did, some tips and everything like that. But other than that, though, car looks great. The crash bar's in, the radiator shroud's in, new crash bar, new radiator support shroud, I don't know. But new upper supports, bottom supports, new battery tray, new this. And we actually, now it's on the car, you might be able to tell, maybe a little bit, that, yeah, you can kind of tell on camera that the headlights are being worked on. We just started to wet sand that one and try to get to look a little bit better. But yeah, so currently we are going to be, well, Ed's looking up the instructions. If you just go to the website, put in your car and everything, you just go to the product, you go to the intake itself, and then they have a instructions thing in the bottom. That's how I do it. I don't know. But yeah, so we got all the stuff here. So that's all the stuff, some stuff in the box. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. Oil's been holding so far, I would say. I don't think it wasn't a super fast leak. The coolant leak was definitely worse than the oil leak. So oil leak doesn't seem to be leaking. Coolant doesn't seem to be leaking. We've put some Sharpie marks on the bottle. We're just using the washer fluid cap to kind of judge if it was dropping a bunch. So, but yeah, other than that, car's running good. So we kind of just have to. Oh my gosh! As I was saying, car's running good. Still gonna use the camera. Yeah, everything's running good. So I think we're going to put this intake on. We're gonna get some before and after clips, some like little revs before and after, because this is essentially the same intake, not same design, I guess, as my car, but my car has some different stuff, and you can see too the design. The inlet is a lot farther back on this car, the Mark 6, than my car, which also is in the Mark 7. So, but in other news, though, we are also taking the time to kind of prep more and work on the bumper, just kind of sanding it down, getting ready for some body filler. It's pretty dirty on the backside, so we are going to we're going to clean it out, but we're going to sand it, we're going to sand it, and then clean it out a little bit later. So, but yeah, and then we also have, we actually got a good amount of parts. We also have this grill. That's the upper portion of it. Still have to get the like badging, the main VW badge, and then the GTI badge goes in the front. But yeah, so we have that, the upper grill. We also have the lower grill, kind of that inserts into the bottom of there. We got a new one of those because the one on this bumper was cracked, believe it or not. So, but this is not center. But yeah, other than that, though, things are going really well with the car. We're gonna be doing that. We're gonna get some body filler. Then Ed bought some paint, like paint matched spray paint. It's candy white, so and some clear. But so we're gonna do the bumper, and then we're gonna kind of go around the car. Like there's some spots like here you can kind of see, and like this is probably the best example, like little rust spots, kind of like this as well. Ow, that is in my finger. But yeah, we're just gonna try to like go around, mask it off, maybe light sand it, get some like rust remover. That is Ed because I accidentally switched the camera. You click the joystick 2 times, it centers the thing, and you click it 3 and it flips it. So, but yeah, so yeah, we're gonna pick back up once we get the car turned on for some stock revs, and then we'll turn it. We'll definitely show more of the install process. I think that's one thing we wanted to work on is actually show what we're doing. So, stock rev time. Those are the stock revs. I just noticed I still have the mic on me, so I was pretty close to it. I could hear it, so theoretically, you guys will be able to hear it too. But yeah, didn't sound too bad. So hopefully, hopefully, I mean, I'm sure it'll sound really nice. It sounds really nice on my car. So, but got this new light. It's very nice. It light up engine bay. But yeah. So pretty much, the reason this intake was ordered really was, as you can see, these 2 bolts here. Apparently they're Phillips, but they're all pretty torched because when we did the service on this car, we were just gonna like replace the filter and call it a day, but we couldn't get those out, and we're like, buy an intake. So yeah, it's not hard to take out because I'm pretty sure a lot of the grommets on the bottom are kind of like poopy. Yeah, so it's not hard to take out. There are these clamps here, these little spring clamps here, and probably just take out this one too because there is some stuff down in there that we have to do that we're not familiar with because it's a previous generation than we worked on, but like had experience with. So yeah, but I'm excited. Integrated's always like really good quality, and their fit and finish is always really good. That's one of the reasons why I switched to an integrated intake after I got another brand. So, but yeah, we'll continue to work this out. We're gonna definitely remember and show more, and like tips or anything like that. And just kind of show more of the process. We'll probably even set up the camera on like a little shop cart just to give some like time lapse. So, as you could probably allude from the very enthusiastic light bulb expression I had on my face, we did a time lapse. So it's 10 minutes. It felt like 2 because there's a clamp that's a pain to take off. But yeah, so kind of got some of the stuff unpackaged. Some of this just kind of laid out. And then we're kind of in the engine bay, obviously. But have like 90% of everything taken out. There's the spring clamp here. Right here you can see there's a T30. It says it's an M10 triple square, but it was just a T30 in that little bracket. And then there is, let me see if I can show a little clamp. I don't know if you can see. Should be able to see. There's a little clamp back there. It's a pain in the butt to take out. So yeah, I mean they make obviously tools to take spring clamps off, but when they're orientated in a way that they're just like from the factory, like, yep, it worked for us, but when you go to do anything later, it's gonna be a pain. So yeah, but other than that though, like pretty pretty simple, straightforward after we get everything out. Obviously, we really not showing anything. Give me 1 second. All right, forget the camera out. Obviously, integrated stuff is very high quality. I mean, this is the kind of finish that they go with on a lot of their stuff, and it's just such a good finish. Not to mention their hoses are also really nice. A lot of their other stuff. Their instructions are really good as well. I mean, it's honestly kind of hard to make instructions for stuff because there's so many different variants, and sometimes stuff gets missed. But yeah, we want to, obviously, we hope to work with them in the future because we really like the products, really like their outlook, their drive, performance. So yeah, we'll pick back up once we get the spring clamp off and start putting some stuff on. That's all right. A little bit of a pain getting this one last hose off. Where'd you put it?
What hose? Where that? I put there.
Where'd you put it there? So the one that goes on that little boy right now. Throw that boy over there. For that boy. It has these. It's so weird. As you can see, you have to put pressure on all sides, and you got a little ring on now. But pretty much what we got is we just used these and pretty much encapsulated it like that, and just ever so slightly squeezed. And then it started to come out, and then we just got to pick on the one side that didn't, the one side that didn't unclip fully, and just got a 90-degree pick and just guided it so it didn't break. But we pretty much have everything all set, mocked together. So now we're just gonna test fit everything, kind of leave the clamps a little bit loose, put it in, and make sure we like the fit. And so we'll pick back up once we have everything sort of set before we kind of tighten the clamps up. So I don't know where we left off exactly, but we kind of got caught up and then had some people come to the shop and kind of just slipped our mind. Yeah, forgot to record, slipped our minds. But it looks very good. It looks very good. Everything lined up pretty well. The only problem is that connection hose with the inlet. That was a little bit of a pain to line up. But
we got it pretty close.
Yeah, it was more or less just us being anal.
Yeah.
Than anything. It was just a crack that was you could see metal where the hose wasn't, but it has this much playroom. So, it fits really well. It sounds really good. I have some clips on my phone, but we are gonna get some clips right now. So, but yeah, everything else fit good. It has a little secondary air breather down there that mounts up really nicely. So, but yes, we will get some clips now. All right, I got the mic in hand because I'm gonna put it up to the intake once he starts it. Best your ears. Sounds pretty good. So, but so intake's on. Next video might even just merge, depending. I don't know. This next one of them is gonna be pretty short and pretty general and not crazy, anything crazy, just a lot of yapping. So it's just about the repairs, and we didn't even really. I keep doing that. We didn't really have a chance to talk about the repairs super in depth, but yeah, next week will be pretty exciting. Next video, because we're gonna get the bumper on, get the lower grill, get the upper grill, get the freaking badges on, and start kind of painting some of the spots on the car. But yeah, we're gonna head out because we've been here a lot longer than we wanted to be, but it was worth it. So But yeah, thank you everybody for the YouTube's doing really well. TikTok, everything's kind of progressing. So, but yeah, we're kind of getting ourselves together, gathering ourselves, and coming up with some plans. So yeah, we got some realistic plans, and then we have some like stupid plans. So like stupid good, stupid for us, but like entertaining probably. So yeah, if you want to see some stupid stuff, support us in any way you can. So yeah, adios.